Hello everybody, Cosmic Lottery here with another great review. Today I have with me the Casio GRB200-1A GRAVITYMASTER. It just came out like a month ago, I think, and I have it for about 3 weeks so far. So I just want to give you my input, how it feels, how it works, and usual thing: three good, three bad things, something that we need to be fixed probably down the road, but honestly nothing much with this model. And before I dig in, remember to hit that subscribe button and shoot me a comment or question if you have. So real quick, comes in your usual tin box, nothing special there. You have the little cards inside, so I don't want to talk about it too much, it's just a waste of time. Uh, Regarding this thing, I bought it online. I ordered it without seeing it basically. This is the black one, and I like it the most from all the other options that are available. I gotta say it feels a little bit different from certain features that it has built in, like the material. It's nice, but it's a little bit stiffer and wider, so that will kind of hit you on the comfort level. Definitely, I think it was designed to be like worn over gloves. That's their probably primary mission in Casio, and that's kind of the way they're like promoting it. So usual things. You have the Casio menu. Nothing incredible there. Has Bluetooth connectivity, so you can connect to your smartwatch through the app, and you can like adjust the menus a little bit. Lighting, super bright. Buttons on the side that are kind of new design, like going for that cockpit look, airplane cockpit look. Nice curved glass. It's mineral glass. The curvature is a little bit weird sometimes when you see the reflection, but since everything is so big inside, it's kind of not affecting it. If these were smaller, like the numbers and the markings inside, the curved glass will be an issue. Not in this case. It actually works pretty good. I like it. I'm not a great fan on curved glass, but yeah, this is kind of perfect. Nicely done. Compass, altitude barometer sensor, and it measures your steps basically. The integrated sensors there, that's all they do. I didn't test the step counter. I honestly do not care, and it is kind of in the background. So like they say in the description online, it's something that you probably at the end of the day you can just go in and check, and you'll be like, okay, I did like 10,000 steps today, it's fine. So it's not like a primarily function of this watch. It's something that they added, I guess, because of the sensors. It gives them the capability to do it. So yeah, if you need it, you can use it. Otherwise, I don't think it's very important. And this watch doesn't have a rechargeable battery or no solar, which I think is a big downer for this model. I really gonna love it if it was solar, like tough solar, but it's not. It has the 2-year battery inside. So if you're a heavy user, you're probably gonna push a year and a half. If you're not a heavy user, it will last for 5 years probably. So 3 good and 3 bad things. I'm gonna cover them real quick. I don't want to waste time with them. It's just the bad stuff. Believe it or not, at the bottom I put the LED light because it's insanely bright. Like at night, it works as a flashlight. So I found it a couple of times kind of blinding me when I was testing it at night while driving or whatever. And you kind of lose a little bit of vision. The other thing is to keep in mind that these are like insanely visible, all the markings around, and they absorb light like crazy. So there's a good possibility you're not gonna need that light, but in a case you need it, just be careful. It might freaking blind you. The second thing that I don't like is the little bumps here on the side, because they're kind of protruding out. and depends on the size of your wrist, it kind of like hits you here in this area, so it kind of affects the comfort level while wearing it. So it is a minor issue, but it's one of those things that maybe, you know, if they went with a standard layout or something shorter, it will be a little bit nicer. And as I said, the whole thing is a little bit stiffer. The material is a little bit stiffer than your usual G-Shock. So all of those together maybe are kind of like, you know, you use a point or two on the way it feels, I will say on the comfort level on your wrist. So number one, I already mentioned it, that I dislike the stiffness. It is really stiff, and like if you want to use the measurements, you will probably need to like, you know, like the step counter, it will have to be tight, otherwise it's just gonna dangle on your wrist. And those are minor things, honestly. The watch is pretty good as itself. The pricing is not bad. I actually managed to grab it through Macy's.com with a coupon, so it is a little bit cheaper than advertised, and probably they're gonna lose some value pretty soon. Like these GRAVITYMASTERs are cool, but I don't see them like very, very mainstream. And the bad thing, one of the things that I'm gonna mention, not on the list, but it's just like if you look at the markings here, they're really cool. But once you like, you know, start looking from a normal distance, nothing is readable. Like absolutely nothing is readable from this detail. So it kind of gives you that coolness, but you gotta be like zoomed in or looking at the picture if you want to enjoy those details. Once again, another minor thing, so it's not a big issue. That shouldn't be stopping you from buying it, but yeah, just wanted to mention it out there. So 3 good things, like the number 3, I put the cool factor because it's a nice looking watch. It definitely draws some attention. Visibility is crazy. It's light, it's about 80 grams, and I wouldn't say it sits light on your wrist just because of that stiffness, but once again, keep in mind this is probably planned to be worn on a wrist throughout the day. I mean on a glove. So one of the things to keep in mind. Number 2, same thing, I already mentioned it, is very lightweight. So after a day I forgot about it, so which is in my mind is very, very important. Like when I put a new timepiece on my wrist, I don't want to feel it like for days and days. So after a day, that new feeling was gone. It was just a watch and something that I really like and enjoy. And number 1 is the visibility. Like this thing, I was able to read it like from 25-30 feet in normal lighting. Like I cannot explain how good these markings are. And that ultra bright LED, it absorbs it at night, so if you hit it like a couple of times, they're like super bright, like the sun hit them. So one of the tricks that I learned, I actually cover the watch with my other hand and I, you know, squeeze it a couple of times, and after that these guys are visible for maybe like a couple hours. It's really incredible. So if that is your main thing, I mean, honestly, you promise yourself this is going to be your last G-Shock, and probably like 10 G-Shocks before, so you know, I'm not going to stop you from buying it. It's a nice collection piece, it's a nice everyday piece. It's just that little stiffness that is that's going to be a problem. You're going to buy it, you're going to enjoy it. There is honestly nothing bad that I could find in it, like for daily usability, simplicity, weight. So it will be a nice timepiece in your collection, definitely. So price wise, they're about $350 right now. You can probably find them through some websites around $300. Colors, you got the orange rescue or rescue red, whatever they call it, and the one with the blue accents with a little bit darker markings inside. So personally, I love this one the most. And depends what you like. Do you like some color? I don't think you can go wrong in either of them. They're just a nice looking watch, and I bet the other ones are also having crazy visibility, regardless of the darker tones on the inside. So real quick through the menu here, even though it's a negative display, and you know, we as G-Shock collectors, we know that negative displays look insanely cool, but they suck. They're like incredibly hard to read. I like what they did this, where they kind of highlight the function, so you know, it gives you like a little bit better visibility. But yeah, it's just there for the extra features. If you want to like set alarm, you got like 5 alarms and you know, usual stuff for G-Shock. I don't want to go through them because probably you know it. So overall, 4 out of 5. Would I keep it in the collection? No, I'm not a great fan of the GRAVITYMASTER. The visibility is great. It's a little bit stiff on the stiff side, but it's light, so it's kind of like, you know, hard to put it in a category. But I will say real quick, 4 out of 5. So it will be a good purchase. Alright guys, this is it for this time. Remember to subscribe and shoot me a comment. Thank you.